Hey, guess what? We're back. We're gonna try and finish this game.
We're gonna finish this game.
Place bets now. Actually, don't do that. Don't bet. Oh, jeez. We were so exhausted last week.
I thought Max and Roxy were back playing video games.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We have names and titles.
Okay, what's your title?
Me? Tired gay person.
What's my title?
My best friend.
Aww.
Love you, Roxy.
Me too.
Okay, so how's the...
We are more than 3/4 done.
We are?
Yeah, Ray just posted.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see then. Yeah, anyways, so I hope that jumble of words and half sentence made sense to any of you.
Let's get started.
Okay. Let's see. Load. Da-da-da. Oh yeah, we were here.
Oh, yeah. So we got the admittedly pretty funny dialogue of, can I just take the candle?
Yeah.
So how do we want to do this? So, refusing to eat the cake, I feel like that's going to get reported to Mother.
To me, I mean, my idea would be to swap it out with the crayon.
That's my idea too.
I don't know, it just makes so much hard. Tired gamers, do you have any idea how little that narrows it down? Well,
we got to figure out how to get chat on screen at some point.
I'll figure it out, maybe. Anyways, I'm gonna go with the crayon.
Yeah, let's do it.
My best chance of stealing this candle is to replace it with a crayon. They are both made of similar material, and I bet it will be enough to fool Auntie's sensors. I put the candle out of the cake and set it down in front of my plate. I do my best not to gag as I eat the cold, mushy paste that Auntie calls a cake. I hid the crayon in the palm of my hand and make the switch as subtly as I can.
Yeah, I know Ray said about they had included too much. Really hope we keep the line about crying onto the food to give it more flavor.
I don't like that.
That's a fantastic imagery and tells you so much about the character in the world.
I don't like what you typed there. What does that mean?
Well, we're gonna find out. We're gonna take the crayon.
I picked a red crayon to try and match the stripes on the real candle as closely as possible. I take in a deep breath and slip the candle into my dress. This might actually work. I finished eating the awful cake and Auntie begins cleaning off the plate.
How was your lunch, Fourth?
It was adequate.
Very good. Now I just need to... Error. Class 2 flammable material not detected. Well, we did our best.
Auntie makes a noise I never heard from her before. My whole body goes rigid, and I nearly throw up a mouthful of cake from the fear.
Oh, my dear, did you see where the candle went? Oh, because it's probably the wick, that they're detecting.
Oh, yeah, the wick. Damn it. This is
Oh,
not...
we're really smart after the fact. The playroom, the wick of the candle. Let's keep. We gotta keep going.
Oh, did you read it?
That's your line.
Oh. So many same purples. No, Auntie, isn't the candle right there on the plate?
Ellipses, ellipses, ellipses.
Yeah, it's the wick.
It was the wick. I don't know if there's any way we could have gotten out with the candle then.
Yeah. Even if we knocked it over, I don't know.
Yeah, they're all three bots would be there to find it. Well, let's keep going. We also did save the game, so if we want, we can just do a quick, rewind time, a la Life is Strange.
It's like they'll take her name in vain.
Big sister, please assist me in locating the Class 2 material.
It's you.
Understood. Begin search protocols. Yeah, there was a wick.
There was a... What do you mean?
Afterwards, I'm like, wait a minute, the wick!
I can only watch in horror as Big Sister and Auntie zip around the room, their faces sweeping left and right to search for the missing candle.
What? We have not found the dangerous material. Please stand by for a preliminary body search. Well, glad we don't have Father.
Oh, jeez, my body's able to stop trembling just long enough to obey Big Sister's instructions. I hold both arms out and spread my legs to get her search unhindered. I am able to relax my shoulders slightly, grateful that I left Father behind today, although there isn't anything I can do to stop Big Sister finding the stolen candle. Big Sister finds the lump in my dress and pulls out the candle. Bits of mushed up cake are still stuck to it, and I try my best not to look guilty.
Or, why do you have the candle in your dress?
I don't know, Big Sister. Maybe it rolled off the plate and landed in my lap?
Ellipses, ellipses. Highly improbable, but not impossible. We should really be more careful around flammable objects. What if it had been still hot? It had still been hot. It could have caught your dress on fire. Your safety is our number one priority for it. Please avoid risky behavior like this in the future.
Something about her wording tells me that she knew I was trying to steal it. Big Sister gives me one last glance before tossing the candle into the... Pneumatic tube, thank you. There is an airy slurping sound as the candle vanishes down the tube and is returned to wherever it waits until my next birthday, which won't happen because we're gonna die!
And now we get the first of the bad endings.
A lot of good that will do me now. I won't be alive to my next birthday. Yippee! I nearly collapse under the weight of my shame. How could I mess things up again? Father's going to be so disappointed in me.
Get out of here, asshole. Fuck off.
Fuck
off. Fuck off.
Is that your cat?
Yeah. It wasn't even like an overstimulated thing. He walked over, rubbed my hand, I scratched his ears, and he was like, I'm going to bite you. And when I tried to shoo him away, he was like, are we fighting? We throwing hands?
Wow. Literally had to close the door. I mean, fully close the door. Because he was in here, ripping up some paper.
Fluffy Bastard still might be able to bust in. He's a really strong cat. I don't know if I closed it all the way.
He does, the Dexter does not know how to open doors, as in, he learned to turn the doorknob or anything?
Uh-huh. That's literally the first time you've ever said the name of your cat.
Yeah, that's his name, Dexter. Usually I just call him the cat.
Yeah, it's always the cat. All right, let's keep going.
I have ruined the escape plan. How am I supposed to get the candle now? The rest of my afternoon goes by in a haze. I can't stop crying. Big Sister doesn't even react as my worksheet slowly becomes soaked in my own tears.
Oh, I don't like how the music's doing.
I'm just a big failure. I don't deserve to escape, much less a lake to call my own.
Wait.
To regain my focus, I bite my bottom lip until I taste blood. The pain centers me, keeps me looking towards the future.
Oh, there is a bad ending.
There's still time to fix my mistake. If I can get the...
Factocillion?
Oh, right, this is a fake
This is a fake
word.
one.
Factocillion from Mother. Maybe I can still salvage the mission.
Ray says there's a bad ending hidden in the demo.
Big Sister tries to instruct me on advanced
Apology.
topology. There, yeah. But it's so easy, I barely pay attention.
Fourth.
Oh, yes?
I think we should pause your lessons right now and address what happened at lunch today. I noticed your flimsy attempt to cause conflict between me and the rest of your family.
Despite everything, this makes me laugh a little. Are you still wondering if you're my favorite?
Ellipses. I do not care how you rank me against the others. What I care about is the trust you invest in our relationship. You do not put any of us in a position where our affection for you is also called into question. The three of us are united in our goal of protecting you.
You mean the four of you? The little brother, auntie, mother, and you?
Ellipses. Well, I've said too much. I think I'm going to show myself out now. We all wish the best for you. I hope you remember that the competition is not conducive for proper teamwork.
I won't do it again, Big Sister. You can count on me.
Very good. I expect nothing less from you. Ellipses.
Wow.
Curiosity, if you had to pick one of us as...
Big Sister, what happened to all your talk about proper teamwork?
Him. That was very unprofessional of me. I apologize for it.
It's okay, Big Sister. Between you and me, I don't have a favorite caretaker. I love you guys equally.
Acceptable and appreciated.
Big Sister does her best to act unperturbed, but I still find her a little cute that she was hoping to be my favorite.
Made a rather serious mess of the kitchen today.
I would be happy to clean it up if you're that upset with me.
No, that is not your duty. Leave it to us. I just wish that you would act a bit more like the adult you clearly want to be treated as. I expect better of you in the future.
Yes, Big Sister, I understand. No amount of scolding from Big Sister can erase the shame I feel for losing the candle.
Hold on. So I'm looking at Big Sister a moment.
Uh-huh.
She doesn't have a camera on her.
Huh.
What we perceive as the face and the eyes, that's just a screen. And you can see what like could be like the motion sensor and like the radio thing on her head.
Yeah.
Or like the light that could, I assume, also scan for movement.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think that there's actually a camera.
Huh. Okay.
Based on what, everything the game and Ray has told us. I read the report little brother filed last night.
Oh yeah, about that. I was just...
No excuses, soldier.
Yes, ma'am.
At ease. I want yesterday to be the last time you do something so dangerous.
I know it was a stupid decision. I just wanted to.
I am not done. I was saying that I wanted yesterday the last time you do something so dangerous without me. Whoa!
Huh. What do you mean, big sister?
There are so many things about you I cannot control. Watching you grow up is is the one that scares me the most. It is only natural that you want to spread your wing and explore beyond the boundaries we set for you when you were just a child. If you really want to access more sectors of the station, then let me help you with that. Aww.
Are you being serious right now?
Mother will have the final say, obviously. But I can start adding safety precautions to some of the other sectors now and try to persuade her later.
I would really like that, big sister. My living quarters feel pretty cramped right now.
Under the galactic law, you are now recognized as an adult, and our treatment of you should reflect that.
When do you think this will happen? A few days? A few weeks?
My preliminary simulations predict at least 3 to 4 months. It will require your patience, but I promise you it will be worth it. We don't have that long.
Yeah, what little hope I had just been feeling. What little hope I had just been feeling suddenly dies back down. Of course, this would lead to nowhere. Big sister's going to put in so much work getting the station ready, and mother's just going to shut her down anyway. 3 months might as well be an eternity, considering how quickly my sickness has been progressing. Regardless, Big sister's kindness has put me at ease in a way only she can pull off. I smiled sadly to myself and pretend like everything is going to work out. Thank you, big sister.
No need to thank me. I am simply following the most logical path in mending our current relationship.
I don't think our relationship needs any mending right now. I love you and you love me, right?
Ellipses. Never hurts to double check a sure thing. Boots on the ground, soldier. Where is all this coming from? I don't remember this military talk.
Yeah,
earlier.
I don't know.
Boots on the ground, soldier. We need to get you to dinner.
Understood, ma'am. The next step of my mission has already begun.
That's not the way I normally spell ma'am.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I normally spell it with the double A and the apostrophe.
Yeah, the same here. I have ripped up part of my dress and pulled out a good deal of thread ahead of time. I need to get it right. No more screw-ups. My hands are already shaking and the weird, painful pressure is building up in the middle of my forehead. I take a few deep breaths, focusing on the task at hand. I can do this. I just need to keep thinking that over and over in my head.
Oh, God.
More meat slop. Auntie serves meat again tonight. It's been a while since she served anything else for dinner, so I guess my luck is on my side for once. I eat my dinner without saying a word, matching the subdued mood from the other caretakers. Little brother hasn't even tried to make a joke yet, and big sister isn't even looking at me. When I get to the last bite, I put it in my mouth and pretend to chew. Auntie never lets me take food out of the kitchen, so this seemed like my best option.
How was your dinner, Fourth?
Ellipses. I smile and give her a thumbs up, trying my best not to let any drool out of my mouth.
That is a totally acceptable reaction.
Space meat, stop it. No. I don't like that. It's somehow worse.
That just reminds me once again of the episode of Adventure Time where Jake the dog is staring out the window, drinking coffee with his eyes big, saying, I had a weird dream last night. I don't think we should be eating Meat Man anymore.
Oh my god, stop. It's so gross. Big sister and little brother drop me off at the intersection like they always do. I only have a few minutes before mother shows up, so I get right to work. I spit out the wad of meat in my hand and quickly wrap it up in the square of red cloth. I use the thread to tie it shut, leaving a small opening at the top big enough for the point of a needle. It isn't much to look at, but apparently father is going to turn this bag of mush into a bomb. I still have a few doubts this is going to work.
Yeah, we could also create a spark with 2 wires they're shorting out.
I left a little loop in the thread so I could stick my middle finger through so I don't drop it. I cover the bag with my hand and try to straighten out my dress before Mother arrives. I've never dreamed of tricking Mother so brazenly before. A small part of me is excited, but the majority of my mind is gripped with unending terror. I can do this. I can do this. Mother's getting closer and the whole hallway shudders a little as she forces her massive bloated body through the vents. All the
I can hear it
confidence.
slowly growing.
Yeah! All the confidence I tried to accumulate crumbles to dust in a split second. My breath gets shallower and shallower as Mother makes her grand entrance. Hello, Mother. I know your time is precious, so I appreciate your presence this evening.
There she is, my child, my heartbeat, my reason to live. You've caused quite a stir recently, haven't you, my darling?
I assume you're referring to the...
Your little excursion tonight, your blatant disregard for extensive safety measures. Are you intentionally trying to get yourself killed? Is this also an elaborate way to get back at me? I dedicate my entire existence to curing you of this awful illness, to your constant well-being, and this is how you show your gratitude.
We really fucked up by getting caught.
Yeah.
Twice. Being caught twice. 'Cause of the candle.
Gotta be a big enough boom to trigger more than just the smoke alarms, but small enough not to actually damage anything serious. Yeah. Okay.
Might as well spit in my face while you're at it. That would certainly insult me less. My treasure, tell your mother why you left your room last night, and do be honest.
Fear locks up my joints, nearly causing me to fall backwards onto the floor. I rock back and forth on the balls of my feet and eventually I regain control of myself. Why can't I speak up to her? I should be braver by now. I have Father. I have a plan to get away from her. And yet the moment I see her horrible face, I retreat into my shell and wait for the worst to be over. I already told little brother all the relevant details. The report should be more than enough to explain my actions.
Ellipses. If it spares me an unnecessary conversation, then so be it. You disappoint me, Fourth. Don't you know that I only want what's best for you? You could be so much happier if you just listen to me every once in a while. Very well. I forgive.
A terrible moment passes by in silence. Is that really it? Is she really going to let it go? The exact moment I start to relax, Mother's arm rises up and shoots towards me with frightening speed. The whole world melts away and I'm lost in a haze of agony. There is a terrifying moment where I cannot feel anything below my left elbow. One by one, my nerve endings come back online and make me aware of a sharp, biting pain along my forearm. When my vision comes back into focus, I am flat on my back, looking up at Mother's mocking grin.
Hit H.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's bad.
I slowly stand up, my ears ringing and my legs weak. Blood drips down a fresh wound on my arm and lands on the fabric of my dress. When Mother struck me, one of her metal supports caught against my arm and pulled the skin away. Ow! My pulse spikes when I remember the bag of meat. Luckily, the bag is still in my hand, all thanks to the loop I tied around my finger.
I'm so glad the two of us could come to an understanding on this matter. There's so much more work waiting for me. let's move on, shall we? It is time for your treatment. You know what to do.
I try to lift my arm to reach the buttons on the back of my dress, but a flash of white crosses my vision the second I move my injured arm. Typos, I didn't think I already fixed that one in the current batch. Oh, okay. Mother, I can't reach the buttons. When you hit me, it...
When did I... When I did what? Try again. You misspoke.
Ellipses. When I fell over, I hurt my arm and now I can't reach the buttons on my dress.
Why didn't you tell me sooner? Oh dear, this simply won't do. Hold out your arm and Mother will make everything better.
She sprays my arm with medical gel, like Mass Effect 2, and the gash starts to stitch itself back together. Sorry. Every time I see medical gel, I just think of Mass Effect. That specific part in where there was like, remember we would fix everything with like, those are the good times. She sprays my arm with medical gel and the gash starts to stitch itself back together. When the gel stops bubbling, the injury is placed with a long white scar. Just another add to my collection, I guess. As with most injuries, an uncomfortable stiffness remains and it takes me a few tries before I can move my fingers again. I wipe the blood from my hands and do my best to get ready for my treatment.
Let's not make such stupid mistakes in the future, shall we?
You want to hit H on this one too to see the full. Ouch.
Yeah. I shake off the swirling thoughts inside my head and get ready for my nightly treatment. Mother misses one of her needles during the first set of injections and I have to start all over again. I think she missed on purpose just to hurt me even more. I stare silently what?
I said rude.
Oh. I stare silently at the dried bloodstains on the wall in front of me while she drains my spinal fluids. The pain is so intense I end up biting the side of my tongue and I taste a hint of blood. Mother seems to be taking her time with tonight's checkup. She leaves the suction active for just a little bit too long and I start to feel distinct dizziness overtake me. The tubes are just draining blood at this point. Oh my god.
Your cat busted?
Nope, this is me.
Okay.
Being-
Oh right, needles and blood and all that.
Yeah, that really made my head lightheaded.
I can't even say it's okay to look back now because you're in control.
I nearly gagged. This is why I don't do horror, I say, even though I'm obsessed with mouth washing.
We gotta play that for a stream or just to have fun with the game.
That would be more for you because I already know, everything.
Oh, then you can play and see if I can guess what's gonna happen.
Honestly, I wouldn't be mad if you guessed it because it's like we'll be united in our final moment.
Ray says it gets worse.
What do you mean it gets worse? I'm gonna faint on stream at this point.
Oh yeah, let's keep going.
Seems like you're just going to let me keep ready until nothing is left. After what feels like you watch mouthwashing, cool. Let's do that. I was like, we do need to finish.
Gotta finish Stray Gods, but Pacific Drive could just be like a more chill stream.
Yeah, that's a more of a chill stream, especially since we're like be driving more. We need to finish Stray Gods. I want to.
Yeah.
There's also a DLC for Stray Gods.
Oh.
So we'll get there when we get there. After what feels like an eternity, she removes the syringes and sprays my back with healing gel. God.
All that's left is your medicine. Then you'll be as healthy as can be.
It all comes down to this moment. I squeeze my hand around the bag of meat. You can tell I'm still affected. Keeping my fingers together so it remains hidden from sight. Can Mother actually see me? The other caretakers don't have any built-in visual sensors, but I can't shake the thought that Mother might have grown eyes somewhere in that awful body of hers. Mother's largest syringe unfolds from within a massive quivering flesh on her upper body. I take in a deep breath and hold the bag of meat right above my forearm. It's hard to grab the tip of the needle with the bag in my hand, but I manage to guide it into place without looking suspicious. My arms shake a little, partially from stress, partially from my latest injury. I try to steady myself, but I am too scared to do anything but tremble. When Mother pushes the needle in, I intentionally draw my arm back a little. The needle stabs into the half-chewed meat, and there is an audible squelching sound as the sickly turquoise medicine leaks out into the bag.
Didn't realize sickly was what you got cut up on.
I can feel some of the pactocylivine spilling out onto my fingers, and it burns slightly in contact. All I can do is hold my breath and wait for Mother to leave.
Only 364 days until your next birthday. I want to see you do everything in your power to do better next year. Maybe then I'll let you have another present. Once you earn it, that is. Good night, my lovely little fourth. Never doubt how much your mother loves you. I will keep you safe. You just have to trust me.
This just makes me want to go hug my mom.
Oh man, so I watched Smile 2 last night. The mother in that one's also pretty terrible.
Okay.
But it could have been the Smile Demon.
Oh. As soon as she's out of sight, I tuck the bag into my dress. It feels cold against my skin as the pactocylivine soaks into the fabric. From what I understand about Smile, the whole thing is like, it's like a, what is it? Like a whole, you remember how the whole Bye Bye Man thing was like, you can't think of it, it'll like consume your mind or something? Isn't that how Smile works too?
Yes, but it's not because you know about the creature.
It's like a curse or something, right?
It's like a curse that honestly affects you more the less you know about it.
That's like it's when stuff like that is like, first of all, I assume Smile does that way better than the Bye Bye Man.
The Bye Bye Man was just terrible.
It's that idea of like it like if you know about it, it like it consumes you, like like the whole like thinking about it, it's almost like the more you know about it, or the more it consumes you. Like, is it actually happening, or do I just not know about it? Blah blah blah. Like
well, it's that. So I'm not sure how Smile 1 did it because I didn't actually see Smile 1. But Smile 2. So the premise is that the Smile Demon. So Naomi Scott plays Sky Riley, a pop star.
Okay. Ooh.
I like Naomi Scott. She did excellent in this role.
Okay.
You would know her in Power Rangers.
Oh wait, is she? Wait, was she the Pink Ranger?
I don't remember.
Naomi Scott. Yeah, she was in the was it 2019 Power Rangers movie?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, now I know who you're talking about now.
Fantastic role. But so a lot of the so what you find out very early is that a year previous to the start of the movie, she had been doing hard drugs, hard alcohol, and was in a car accident that killed her boyfriend. Had a bone jabbed through her leg and left her with a humongous scar on her chest and
God.
On her back.
Oof.
And so she the Smile Demon gets infected in her when she goes to her drug dealer for some Vicodin for the pain, because no one will give her anything stronger than Tylenol because has a history of heavy drug use. And that's when she gets infected by the Smile Demon. So as you're watching the movie, you realize that Sky doesn't know about the Smile Demon and legitimately thinks that she's having another breakdown because she's about to start another tour, and that's incredibly stressful. So she doesn't have anything for her pain. She doesn't really have a support system because you can tell that her mom and the person sponsoring the tour just kind of see her as a cash cow a little bit.
Also, she killed her boyfriend.
Was that?
She killed her boyfriend. with the car accident?
Well, she wasn't driving.
Okay, but either way.
Either way. Well, I don't know if you'll see the movie Smile too, and I don't
No.
want to give too many spoilers. I'm just giving you
No.
like the first 15 minutes.
No, just a whole like when it's like a mind thing, like it'll like screw me over. It's like Ray says, like cognitive hazards. Like no, thank you.
You know what? I'll put it on the wheel.
When it traps you, no, take that off.
So I definitely don't want to get any spoilers on stream.
Okay.
So let's continue with the game.
Okay. As soon as she's out of sight, I tuck the bag into my dress. It feels cold against my skin as the pactolivine soaks into the fabric. I didn't get the candle, but at least I got the pactolivine. I try to tell myself it's better than nothing, but that doesn't bring me much comfort right now. Standing there alone in the hallway, I fight the urge to cry. She hurt me again. Once again, I'm left with all this pain, all this anger. Damn, look at that.
Damn, look at that.
I stare at my arm at the skin that is still encrusted with blood. The wound might be closed, but it still feels as wide open as ever. She wasn't supposed to hurt me again. I was so certain the Father would save me from this sort of pain. He was going to take me far away from her. He still is, isn't he? What do you mean this is where it gets worse?
What do you mean this is where it gets worse?
We're not... The only thing stopping me, is me. My first time breaking the rules and I got caught. I couldn't even steal a single stupid candle. If I had been born smarter or stronger or even just with a shred of common sense, I could have escaped on my own years ago.
Fourth, no.
If Father is telling the truth, escape pods have been aboard the station just the entire time. I could have found them on my own and ready to be light years away from this place. The pain I'm feeling right now, the pain I'm always feeling, I could be free of it. I could be free of a lot of pain if I had just been anyone other than me. Before I can stop myself, I grab hold of my own pinky finger. Roxy, I can't do this. This is a specific thing I don't like. I am gripping it with such intensity, I can already feel the bones pushing to the point of snapping. I'm gonna faint on stream right now. I can't control my own body. It's like my mind has slipped into someplace far away. Ray, I'm gonna... Through Roxy, I will kill you. All I could do is watch as my hands keeps pulling. I was playing a fun game before this, you know, one that made me happy. It was called Final Fantasy XIV. Now I am suffering.
Before that, you're playing Veilguard.
Yeah, I was playing Veilguard, which is a different kind of suffering because all the enemies keep attacking you when you get into battles. But I'm still having fun with that game. Someone else is moving my hand and they whisper into my ear with the sweetest voice I have ever heard.
We don't have any option.
That's not... Stop smiling.
You put that smile away, Ray.
This is the worst thing. I'm gonna faint on stream and I'm gonna kill you.
Oh, why did it have to snap?
That voice. Why did it sound like me? Why did she make me do it? Why did I just give in to her like that? Father called me brave, but all I feel now is ellipses. All right, I cannot do this. You're listening to me. I asked you a question. You feeling alright? What? Where am I? You were in your bedroom. Where else would you be at bedtime? I stopped to take in my surroundings and realized that I am no longer standing in the hallway, but back in the front of my own bed. I held up my hand and stared at my pinky finger. It seems perfectly fine. Not even a scratch. I'm gonna lose it. Worst is over unless you get the bad ending. I'm having a bad ending right now. How is this possible? I'm losing it.
You're Mick losing it.
I'm Mick losing it. Just make a super cut of all these streams and just put me suffering all the time.
Oh, we gotta get you more suffering games then.
No. How is this possible? What were you gonna say?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, just some jeez. Just a moment ago, I could feel the bones breaking and ellipses. I do a quick search of my belongings, finding that the bag of mush made it safely back along with me. Was anything that happened just now real? Did I just hallucinate something as insane as breaking off my own finger?
Oh, hold on. That's much like breaking your own finger is bad. Breaking off? Breaking off?
I have no memory of walking to my bedroom, just like the gap I had right before lunch. I can't deny it any longer. Maybe we do have rewind powers. Max Caulfield. Max Caulfield, come and save me. I'll save you from double exposure.
Oh God.
We'll.
I had a. Here, I'll give us some levity.
Okay.
So our friend Shadow. Asked me. So why are people so mad about Life is Strange?
Oh, that's a big question.
Yeah, because they hadn't played the first one. And I said, okay, let me think of a good analogy. So imagine if Shadow the Hedgehog had saved Maria, and they made a dedication that they were going to stay by and help each other, but then the secret, Maria said, I don't like you anymore, and left. That's what happened with Life is Strange to double exposure.
I think what makes it worse is that those aren't their characters.
No.
They were, and you know what? It makes me think because remember the rumors of like Square, was it executive meddling?
Yes.
It makes me think like the reason why Don't Nod sold the IP for Life is Strange, not because they wanted to, but because they really did not want to go into a huge, like, legal thing with Square Enix. So they literally had to like say goodbye to Max and Chloe and then go do something else. It makes me think the reason they did that was so they could be able to control their game narrative.
I wonder if that's why they had to change their name from Don't Nod to Don't Nod.
Yeah.
I mean, they did become a publisher, which is pretty impressive.
Max answering the call to help from a fellow tired gay. You know, it's funny because I literally changed my name to Max because of Max Caulfield. Like, that's no joke.
Literally, there is in the read-only memories, the 2064, with you and me and B, I believe it was?
Yeah.
Where in the beginning of one of the episodes, you said, fuck it, my name is Max now.
Oh my god, yeah. We should just...
That's a recorded moment.
I should find that so I can just have it.
I think it's on my channel.
Yeah. Max Caulfield, I will avenge you. Also Chloe too. I will avenge you, Chloe. You deserve better, like other than whatever bullshit they're putting you through. Anyways, I feel better now.
On, real quick. As much as we don't like Michelle Koch, he understood Max and Chloe better than the Don't Nod writers, than the Deck 9 writers.
Yeah, let's be real here. Like, we have some grievances against Michael Koch, but he definitely was like, no, they would remain together. Like, there would be hardships because duh, but they would have each other. Like, thank you, man.
All right, now back to the terror.
Okay, back to a different kind of horror. I can't deny it any longer. The stress is getting to me. I'm seeing things that aren't real. I'm losing hours of my day, and that voice. She can't be real. She just can't be. I've refused to believe that those were my own thoughts. They were put there by my sickness, by all of Mother's horrible words, by the station itself. That wasn't me. It couldn't have been. Fourth.
In Fourth's defense,
Mm-hmm.
she had a lot of blood removed.
Yes.
She just got hit real hard by a caretaker and forced to say that she did it to herself by falling. And she didn't get her medication.
Yeah, she did not get the medication.
Yeah, she pretty much had everything stacked against her in that moment.
Yeah. Fourth, why are you crying? Have I done something to upset you? No, it's not because of you, little brother. I was stuck somewhere awful, where I hurt myself just because I convinced myself that I deserved it. That just makes me super sad. Fourth, if you are displaying symptoms of a systematic self-harm, then I am required to... No.
Systemic self-harm.
Oh, sorry. Ellipses. You seem to be distressed. I will adjust my behavior accordingly. Please.
Also, Fourth, I don't appreciate you trauma dumping on me, Fourth.
Please, tell me what course of action would you feel most comfortable at that moment. I want you to get out of my room. I want you to just leave me alone and don't... Ellipses. I'm sorry for getting angry at you, little brother. I just want to go to bed. I'm very tired right now. I'll feel better in the morning. You promise that you will be alright? Yes, I am. Going to be just fine. I will shelve this matter for now. Please alert me if there are any major changes in your mood. Your safety is our #1 priority, Fourth. Ellipses.
Ellipses.
Good night. I will be here for you in the morning.
Per Ray. Yeah, let's hope nothing bad starts happening now that Fourth doesn't have her life-saving medication.
I'm so sad.
So we need to make sure we do everything possible to not stress out Fourth. Now, we've been terrible at literally everything that we've tried to do. But maybe from here we can lock it up.
Maybe this will be the less painful thing ever. I don't know. Little brother leaves and I just stand completely still in front of my bed. Eventually the lights dim and I am shrouded in darkness. I might have less time left than I realized. Last week my memory was fuzzy, but overall intact. In the past 2 days I feel like I've been losing my mind entirely. Maybe once I've escaped and pull all of this behind me, my memory will start to get better. Even if it doesn't, I'd rather go insane anywhere other than this station. I have to force myself to keep going for just a few more days. Father said he can make everything better. It doesn't matter if I believe him or not. He's my only option.
And part of me still feels like they're trying to get Fourth for the virus.
Yeah. I can't talk to him like this with my face all puffy and my confidence at zero. I go to the bathroom and wash up. I hold my face under the faucet for a long time, trying to cleanse myself of all my awful feelings. Eventually, when I'm feeling a little more like myself, I retrieve my father and sit in the corner of my bed. Father, it's safe for us to talk now.
Get our map back.
Yay.
Fourth, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you just fine.
How are you feeling right now? Physically, mentally? Anything out of the ordinary?
Well, today a few things happened.
Like what?
Well, in the morning, little brother lied to me, or my memory must have been failing. I yelled at him the other night, but when I tried to apologize, he insisted that it never happened.
Odd. I have a feeling that little brother's programming must be to blame for this. I see nothing in his code that would make him lie like that. We can ignore that for now. I doubt it was anything serious.
Then, I had a gap appear in my memory today. I thought I was in the playroom, but it was actually in the kitchen. I have no memory of walking from the playroom to the kitchen. I just blinked and suddenly I was somewhere else. That's a bad sign, right? That I lost a portion of my day like that?
I won't lie. That is a commonly reported symptom. Has this happened to you before?
I don't know. I don't remember. And hallucinations. That's a symptom too, right?
Yes, but that doesn't happen until the very final stage. You don't have to worry about that for a long time.
Oh, yippee! Ellipses. Today
What? What else happened?
Nothing. Just those two big incidents. I can't say it out loud. I can't relive that horrible feeling again. Even now, I can still feel a strange sort of tingling in my pinky, like a bruise that hasn't finished healing. If I told Father, would he just give up on me? Would he think it was too late to save me and just leave me behind? He keeps secrets from me about my sickness. Why would it matter if I keep a few from him? It's no secret that my mind is running away. We are both dancing around the truth, the unspoken fact that I have almost no time left. Fine, I'll keep that memory buried with all the others. Maybe I'll be lucky and forget all about it soon enough.
This is concerning. Would you please let me know whether something like this happens again?
Yeah, I can do that, sir.
Very good. In this grand scheme of things, these symptoms are just little hiccups, not anything life-threatening. You're going to be okay, Fourth.
Whatever you say, Father.
Now, did you get the candle?
I try to get it, but I just... The words catch my throat, and before I know what's happening, I break down into tears.
Fourth, take some time to cry. When you are ready, tell me what's upsetting you.
I tried to get the candle, but the caretakers took it from me.
Hey, that's not worth crying over. While you were gone today, I looked into another way for us to get that candle.
There's another way?
I stressed myself out over nothing? We can unlock the door and go directly to where the candle is stored. I'll be with you every step of the way so you won't be alone.
So, I haven't ruined the escape plan?
Far from it. Did you at least get the drugs?
Yeah, I have a whole bag full of meat soaked in it. The bag is still soggy and the meat inside now has a very odd sweet smell coming off of it.
Oh, there must be glucose in her medicine. Next, you need to add your toothpaste and a small amount of water to the bag.
Really? How is toothpaste going to help make a bomb?
There's a channel on YouTube called Nile Red, where he makes all sorts of dangerous things from normal householding things.
Yeah.
But he'll also do stuff like, let's turn latex gloves into grape soda.
What the fuck?
Yeah, or let's turn cotton balls into cinnamon candy.
Wow. Okay.
It's a pretty fun channel, actually.
Oh,
he's the same guy who turned gold into purple gold.
What the fuck? Is he just an alchemist?
Yes, that's what chemistry is.
Okay.
This type of toothpaste has a modified version of propylene glycol in it. When it comes into contact with oxidized pactosylvian, whatever. I'm not a doctor, I'm just a robot. It can create glycerol.
We can get into the specifics later, but what's
That's
important?
me again.
Oh, right, sorry. I'm still reeling from the whole thing.
Still
Okay.
reeling. We can get into specifics later, but what's important? Alright. I should let you get to the end of that sentence and just confuse yourself. We can get into specifics later, but what's important is that it will become reactive enough to explode when exposed to an open flame.
Which we can make using the candle?
Bingo. We just need to use an electric spark from the air filter turning on, and boom.
Is bingo another swear word?
No.
Okay.
Our one goal is to teach forth the word fuck. This is part true. You can make nitroglycerin from toothpaste. For legal reasons, this is a Minecraft recipe. Right, the big new thing is in Roblox. Add the toothpaste and leave the bag open near one of the air vents.
Do I just leave the meat in there?
Yeah, leave it in. As it starts to rot, it will produce diamonobutane, which will actually help the reaction we want. Be careful though, because it will start to stink pretty soon.
I followed Father's instructions. I squirted a large quantity of toothpaste into the bag and mushed it into the meat and Pacto Sylvian. It was already starting to smell pretty bad. I can only imagine what it will smell like once it's ready. Okay, the bomb is mixed, and it's sitting by the air vent. What do we do now?
We can go get the candle while we wait. The bomb won't be in a reactive state for about 24 hours.
I'm ready now. I won't mess things up this time.
You didn't mess anything up. You don't have to be so black and white about this.
If I can be a bit honest with you, sir, this is life or death for me. If I can't escape from here, then I don't think anything else will matter.
Ellipses. Fourth is like, I'm going to get such a good grade in escaping.
Jesus Christ.
I want to tell you that you're wrong, but if it's life and death for you, then it's the same for me. Now let's get going. Plug me into the maintenance panel and head towards the atrium.
I use Father to unlock my bedroom door, then take him with me as I head out to into the cold, dark hallways. I've done this once before. I can do it again. I slow down my breathing and take in the cold station around me. As long as I keep a strong focus on my goal and listen carefully for danger, I am going to be alright. I take a few careful steps, wincing a little as I walk across the freezing floor.
Are you alright, Fourth?
Yeah, just getting used to the cold.
I would turn on the heating for you, but I think that would attract too much attention. You can do this. Just keep moving to keep yourself warm.
I keep moving, following the holographic map Father gave me. The atrium should be right through the kitchen. Even with how well I know this part of the station, I still worry about getting lost. I can't rely on my memory for anything these days. I sneak through the kitchen and end up right in front of the atrium's big glass doors. I plug Father into another maintenance panel and the atrium is unlocked. The atrium feels oddly peaceful at night. Unlike the rest of the station, the temperature controls stay on after lights out.
Oh, open the map. Oh.
Atrium, library, gymnasium, server pod, archives, synthesizer pod. This is a main lift, chemical lab, and a recycling pod. Huh. Interesting. I take a minute to stand right in the middle, absorbing whatever.
Oh yeah, we changed from 1A to 1B.
I know, that's what I was looking at.
Well, yeah, but I know I saw the map change. I didn't know that the letters changed.
Oh, okay.
That's cool.
I take a minute to stand right in the middle, absorbing whatever warmth lingers here before moving on.
The synthesizer pod, chemical lab, recycler pod. That suggests something, but I'm not sure what. Alright, it should be a straight shot from here to the elevator. Just keep going forward as soon as the doors are open. Do you see any of the caretakers patrolling this section of the station?
I press my face up against the glass and peer into the darkness in front of me. It's hard to tell, but the hallway looks empty to me. The path is clear, sir. I'm ready. You can click on the rooms for more detail. I'll make that more obvious. Okay. Oh, cool. Atrium.
Oh, sweet.
The connector between the starboard and port side of the first floor living quarters, rubber plants and artificial sunlight supposed to make it feel like the outdoors. Perfect for reading or just relaxing, provided I have a chaperone. The walls are all glass, so there isn't anywhere to hide. Library. This is where Big Sister tutors me on everything I need to know. There are some desks and writing supplies in here, but I mainly use the large computer in here. There are thousands of books for me to read and games for me to play. It's my only real connection to the outside world, even if it's just still images. Gymnasium. This is the room where Big Sister lets me exercise every other day. It's just a big running track and some exercise balls. It smells like melting rubber and soap in here. As my health got worse, Big Sister let me in here less and less each week. Archives. Big Sister told me that told me that all physical books and records are stored in here. It has been locked up tight ever since she digitized all books. Mother also stores a lot of her chemical samples in the freezers here. Synthesizer pod. The machines in this room convert recycled matter into all sorts of useful things. Whenever something needs replacing in the station, Big Sister goes into this room and synthesizes it within a few minutes. I bet it would be useful if we could ever get inside here. Chemical lab. This is where Mother stores a lot of the medicine she makes. Sometimes I can hear her through the walls, working on something. It's hidden behind the archives and has a pressurized airlock to keep any dangerous byproducts from escaping. Main lift. This is the elevator that reaches to the upper and lower floors of the station. I see Big Sister use this all the time, but she never lets me near it. Mother works on the floor above us, and Auntie works on the floor below us. Recycler pod. I never seen the inside of this room, but this is where all daily waste ends up. I was told that there are large grinders and sifters in here that break down matter to their basic components. Once they're clean, they're sent to the synthesizer pod to be reused.
Server pod.
Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, right. Where is it? There it is. This is another room that used to be connected to the library where the computer servers were stored. Big Sister sealed up the door a long time ago and moved a desk in front of it. All the data on my computer is stored here, but I often hear loud noises come through the wall.
Interesting.
I plugged Father into the underside of the keypad that locks the exit to the atrium. It only takes a few seconds, but the door slides open and I am able to press onwards. This part of the station is entirely new to me. I check the map and see rooms that only exist as fragmented memories. Did Big Sister ever let me explore this far? I think she might have, but that was so long ago that it might as well have never happened. The doors here all seem to be locked, but Father directs me towards the largest one.
Plug me into the keypad and we can move to the next floor.
Do you think Mother will notice if the elevator starts moving?
Ellipses. I hadn't thought of that. Okay, Father. You're the one kind of directing us. Okay. I think I know a workaround. In the code of the actual elevator, I could change the names of the individual floors. The security will report the same number and the elevator won't look as if it's moved at all. It will go to floor 5 to another floor 5, or something like that.
Okay, I'm counting on that to work.
I'm 99% sure that this will work. 94% at worst.
Holding my breath, I plug Father into the elevator keypad. Yeah, thanks, man. He beeps a few times and the large silver door slides open.
I've already picked the destination. Just step in and enjoy the ride down. I wonder if there was clickable moves in the rooms in the A1 that we missed.
Yeah, probably.
If 1A comes back, we should definitely check.
Yeah. The doors close behind me and the elevator begins to rumble. For a moment, I can feel a strange sort of weightlessness in my gut, but it ends before I can fully process what is going on. The doors open, and I am struck by a sight beyond anything I could ever imagine. I walk away from I walk away from the elevator and find myself standing in a cavernous room even bigger than the atrium. Everywhere I look, there are plants, not fake plants, but real living plants. Large hydroponic planters hang from every available section of ceiling, layered on top of one another for maximum yield. It's Vault 22. That is my only. It's the only pool I can have. Sorry. Storage pod, kitchen, emergency lift, compost pod, center garden, hatchery, water purifier, and main. Okay, the main lift. Let's see. Storage pod. This room is full of industrial refrigerators and freezers. There seems to be a massive amount of food stored here. Some of the containers have the food Auntie normally feeds me, but others have meals I've never seen before. Kitchen. An identical copy of the kitchen upstairs, but it is way better stocked with cooking utensils. The ovens down here actually work, and the cupboards are filled with supplies. It smells incredible and exactly the opposite of what Auntie normally feeds me.
Interesting.
Emergency lift. It connects this floor to the other living quarters. However, it is only open during emergency situations. Mother sealed it shut a long time ago. I can't think of a time where it was ever open. Compost pod. This room is where Auntie stores all the organic waste from her garden and hatchery. It is ground into mulch or used as compost. There is a horrible smell coming from this room, and the hallway leading up to it is caked in dried mud. Center garden.
So interesting.
Yeah?
Interesting thing. Whatever waste that Fourth produces, could be used as compost, because as the only other living human, there won't be any pathogens in it that will be dangerous to her. That's why we don't use human waste as compost, because, you know, what's in another person could infect your food that would be bad for you, but if they only did it for themselves, it would be okay. I learned that from The Martian.
Wait, is it the, what's his name?
Matt Damon movie?
Yeah, that one.
I learned it from the book. I have not actually seen a movie.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, in the book, he uses his own refuge to make fertilizer.
Okay. The Fallout New Vegas influences might be a little too obvious. Wait, I was correct or something?
Okay.
The center garden. This is the main junction of the lower floor. It contains hundreds of hydroponic planters for growing crops. Large sprinklers overhead water the plants, and robotic arms automatically till the soil. I have no idea what Auntie uses all these different plants for, because she certainly isn't using any of them for my meals. Hatchery. This room is climate controlled and has a large airlock separating from the rest of the floor. Auntie has large glass tanks where she grows all sorts of different fish, crustaceans, and insects. I like to see what sort of animals I've been eating this whole time, but the room is locked tight. A water purifier. A massive room that filters and stores the drinking water for the station. There are no doors on this level heading to the water purifier, but the blueprint shows several connecting vents and pipes. It's strange to think that an artificial lake has been just an elevator ride away this whole time. I think this is just the main lift. Yeah, okay. Alright. The leaves are all crisp and green with small nozzles installed in the rafters to periodically spray them with a cool mist. The air is humid and the floor is covered with a metal mesh to act as one giant drain. The smell was overpowering and fantastic, like nothing I ever experienced before. It smells so alive. I've read books about flowers, but nothing could prepare me for the gentle sweetness that drifts through the ventilated air down here. I can't put into words the joy that's spreading through my mind.
Did you make it into the greenhouse?
Oh, Father. If only you can see this right now. This is the most beautiful place in the entire station.
Don't get distracted. You are still in a restricted area. Stay alert no matter what you see.
Fine. But I am going to tell you all about this place as soon as we are safe.
I'm looking forward to it. Just stay focused, alright?
I tear myself away from the greenery and keep moving. The planters are arranged rather chaotically, so I end up having to zigzag through them like a little maze. As I walk past, I get to see all sorts of new plants. There are whole rows of onions, celery, potatoes, rutabaga, carrots, cabbage, and dozens more I can't even name. What the fuck? She's been feeding us nothing!
Get yourself a potato!
This sucks. Eat the potato like an apple.
Eat the potato, it's good raw. Eat the onion like an apple.
Eat the onion like in holes.
Like, everything here can be eaten as is.
Yeah, it'll be weird, but it'll be better than what you've been eating. My
Honestly, the amount of flavor might kill her.
Jesus Christ. Well, at least you'll die happy. My concentration completely shatters when I come across a row of the most incredible plants I have ever seen. Oh my god. Honestly, who can blame her?
Oh yeah.
I think it's a kind of fruit, but I don't know what it's called. The only textbooks I've read on plants didn't go into much detail about edible plants. There's a faint, sugary scent coming from this fruit, and the skin looks so ripe that I worry it will burst from the slightest touch. Eat the potato for it. Oh my god. So what's funny is that there's a show called Shrinked with I forgot the name of the actor. I think it's Jason. He's the guy from How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah, I never saw this show.
Oh wow, Jesus! You just like completely knocked down everything. Have you seen the movie where, God, what's his name? I think it was like Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
What's the name of the show that you're trying to get me to?
How I Met Your Mother.
No, the one before that.
Oh, it was Shrinked. It's on Apple Plus TV. It's actually pretty good. I watched it a bit with my parents.
Sorry, it keeps
Yes.
trying to get me to see something called Shark.
No.
The search sucks now.
Oh yeah. Anyways, the whole point of that.
Continue with your story. Yes.
The whole point of it is that there's a scene where Harrison Ford, he's in the show. He brought in a bunch of potatoes because he does like a whole farmer's box thing. He brought it into work and he's
Were you thinking
like,
of Jason Segel?
yeah, that guy.
Oh, Shrinking. Is that it?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Okay.
he brings in the potatoes and he's like, "Do you want some? I had too many." And so Jason Segel comes in and they have been they're not in speaking terms, and it says like, "Look, I don't give a shit. Here, take a potato. Like, you can do whatever you want with them." And it's like, "I'm just gonna eat it like an apple." And he just stands there as he tries to take a bite out of it, and everyone's just like, "Stop that!" It's like, also, like, can you imagine just like getting a raw potato, and just trying to take a big bite out of it?
I mean, it's something you can do.
I know, but it's not gonna be very comfortable.
No, it's gonna be
Especially-
really starchy.
Especially if you're trying to make a point, like you're trying to be like sassy to someone, and it's like it's not working as well as you think it is.
No.
But anyways, that show's pretty good. All the good shows apparently are on Apple Plus TV, but no one's watching.
No one's watching it. It's got Shrinking's got 2 seasons.
No, I take that back. My parents are watching.
Is that no one in the sources in social media that we're on are watching or talking about it?
Yeah.
It's like Yellowstone.
Yeah, apparently Yellowstone is the most popular TV show, and it's like, well, who's watching it?
Everyone who's not talking about it.
Everyone who's not on social media.
Yeah.
Honestly, good for them. Anyways. There's a faint sugary scent coming from this fruit, and the skin looks so ripe that I worry it'll burst from the slightest touch. Before I know what I'm doing, I pluck one from its vine and take a bite. Ellipses. Oh, so that's what food is supposed to taste like.
Oh my god, that's one of the saddest things that she said. Fourth, what are you doing?
Father's words fail to reach me through the haze of utter bliss I now find myself within. I grab handfuls of the delicious fruit, stuffing them into my mouth 3 or 4 at a time.
Fourth, I don't think it's wise to be touching anything in the greenhouse. Auntie probably keeps a close eye on the exact number of plants down here.
Just a few more and then I'll stop. The fruit tastes...
Have you ever been strawberry picking?
No.
Oh, it's so fun. It's so tempting just to eat everything right there.
Oh man, I mean, no, it's not the same. I mean, I've been to a vineyard. That's about it.
Oh yeah, there's you know that creepy farm across from my house?
Yes.
They used to do strawberry pickings.
And they don't anymore.
I haven't seen it for several years.
Oh. Alright, the fruit tastes sweet and just a little tart. I figure out pretty quickly that the leaves don't have any flavor and start spitting them out. It's a good thing that I'm escaping from here soon. I don't think I can eat anything from Auntie's kitchen ever again.
Fourth, I demand you stop eating at once.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I don't know what came over me. I just never actually eat anything that tastes good.
It's fine. Just make sure you don't leave any evidence behind. Also, fourth, every new thing I hear about your life makes me really sad.
Yeah. Someone needs to take Forrest to an old country buffet and just let her go nuts. Oh, man.
Fourth at a Mongolian barbecue.
Oh, man. I pick up the scraps I drop on the floor and hastily bury them in the soft soil of a neighboring planter. Before I move on, I nab a few more and tuck them into my dress. Fourth, a little snack for later can't hurt.
I can't wait for that to bite us in the ass.
I make my way out of the greenhouse into... There is another kitchen here. It looks exactly like the one upstairs.
Oh, I guess we spoiled ourselves a little bit by clicking on that too early.
Oh, yeah. Looking around, I notice that this kitchen is actually better stocked than the one upstairs. There are more pots and pans, and the stoves have real charring on the top.
This is probably where Auntie prepares the individual ingredients that she loads into her food synthesizer.
It smells way better in here than it does upstairs. Is she secretly cooking good food without letting me taste any of it?
I wouldn't be surprised if she experiments with different recipes down here.
It still doesn't explain why she won't let me try any of her experiments.
Auntie's code is locked into hospice mode. She prioritizes pure nutritional intake over flavor.
Please tell me there's a way to change that code.
Nope, your calorie intake is too high up on the priority list. Any changes would alert Mother almost immediately.
That's really disappointing. What swear word would work best right now?
Probably, oh shit.
Ah, shit.
Oh, it's like a 5-year-old learning a new swear.
Yeah.
Planning when in the timeline Forth makes those observations was a tad confusing, but I wanted to reveal some of her internal thoughts along with the lore, limited viewpoint, and all that.
Oh wait, did I read that? No.
Enough joking around. The candle should be stored nearby. Check the cabinets.
I start rummaging around in this bizarre duplicate kitchen. Each cabinet is filled with frying pans, cooking pots, cutting boards, and Tupperware. Eventually, I open a drawer full of silverware and find my birthday candle locked inside a small glass tube. The tube itself was bolted to the bottom of the drawer. Huh?
Your southern really came out there.
Drawer? Drawer. How do you say it?
Drawer?
What the fuck? What happened there to me in that moment?
I don't know. It's like the spirit of Dolly possessed you.
Drawer. I can't say it. Say it right now.
Drawer.
Drawer. No, I don't know. It's impossible. Drawer.
It's like the horror thing.
Fuck off. I found it, but I can't get it out. Is there any way to unlock this thing?
Yeah, anything sharp or flammable is considered a Class 2 material and needs the administrative approval to access.
All I just remembered, like, is it a blooper clip from the Reba show, where she's trying to say chewing ice, but it just sounds like she's saying chewing ass.
Chewing ass.
Chewing ass. It's like
Good times.
She's gonna have another sitcom with that same lady who played Barbara G, and I'm just like, oh, they unlocked the secret sauce, I guess.
That reminds me. Apparently, large learning machines, language learning machine, whatever they're called, LLMs.
Yeah.
The accent that they have the most time learning is like a Baltimore accent.
Okay.
Like I think it's the one where have you ever seen that clip where it's like say the sentence Aaron earned an iron earned?
Uh-huh.
And the guy was like, say the sentence earn.
What the fuck?
And then one guy said, "Do we really talk like that?" And the guy behind him goes, If I can find it, I'll send it to you. It's pretty funny.
Okay. This is you, right?
There should be a console near the smoke detector. Plug me in and I'll have it open in no time. Really expected him to say in a jiffy.
I
Seems like
do.
the type of guy.
Yeah, I do what I'm told, and Father goes quiet while he hacks into the system.
Hack the world.
Oh my god, he seems to be taking a lot longer than normal, so I take a little time to explore my surroundings. I'm already having a lot more fun than I did last night. The fear is still there and my heart is hammering my chest. But I've gotten a little more comfortable with breaking the rules so blatantly. I try not to let the thrill of rebellion distract me too much from the task at hand. I open a few more cabinets, examining the odd cooking implements Auntie has never used in front of me. There are metal devices in here that I don't even have a name for. I open the drawer right next to the one with the candle. There are more forks and spoons at this one end. Locked in a similar security tube is a large and shiny knife. The knife Auntie lets me use at dinner is dull and has a soft plastic tip, but this one is polished to a dangerous point that reflects the light back into my eyes. Hey Auntie, the fuck?
Fourth, what do you got there? A knife! No!
There is almost a strange beauty to the utensil, with the slight curve in the handle and the flat gleam of the actual blade. There's a tiny red red light on the hilt that pulses like a heartbeat. You can see where my head is when I see red. I read red gem, like just real Dragon Age moment right there. Anyways, what's with the fucking red light? It's the first time I ever seen a weapon. The whole station is made entirely of soft curves and padded corners. Something like this could hurt. The thought never occurred me to arm myself. A knife wouldn't do anything to the metal frames of my caretakers, but Mother isn't made of just metal anymore. Father is still busy interfering with the console, so I can't ask him about this. What? Interfacing with the consoles, yeah. So I can't ask him about this knife. I know it's stupid, but I'm overcome with the urge to take it for myself. Should I steal it? Or would it be safer to just ignore it? Father turns back to life and there's the smallest hint of panic in his voice.
Security is temporarily disabled. The second you grab it, run for the elevator. We don't have much time.
The tube securing the candle opens with a loud hiss of air. At the same time, I hear multiple hisses coming from several other drawers all around the kitchen. Father must have disabled all the Class 2 security glasses, including... The knife is just sitting there right in front of me. If I'm fast enough, I could grab both the knife and the candle. I am merely brought back to reality. This is a bad idea and Father sounded really frightened. I should just leave it. I know where it is now, so I could always come back if I really needed it. But what if the time comes where I do need it and I'm empty-handed?
Fourth, the alarm is about to trigger. Do you have the candle?
What do you think?
No, let's not take a... No, I don't want to take a knife.
When you think about it, her having a dangerous object, like, sure, protect yourself, but also, what about protecting Fourth from herself?
Also, we have no plan for the knife.
This is true. Is it bad that I don't trust I don't trust her with a knife?
No, not at the moment.
Yeah, then after we like hallucinated breaking our fingers.
Seriously.
Okay, we're just taking the candle. I stare at my own hand, my fingers ready to curl around the handle of the knife. I don't know why, but I expected my hand to be shaking. Instead, my hand is completely still, frozen halfway to the knife. Unable to move my arm, I just take a few steps back. The bigger the distance between me and the knife, the more control I gain over myself. I let out a frustrated sigh and redirect myself towards the candle. What good would...
of Silent Hill 2.
What?
One of the bad endings in Silent Hill 2. If as James, you keep yourself at low health, and look at the knife that someone may have offed themselves with, you can get to an ending where I think James just throws himself into a lake and dies.
Sheesh.
It's actually it's way too easy to get,
Oh.
and I feel like the knife would have led to a bad ending.
Don't look at the chat.
No, yeah, I see that. That's when we.
I don't know what that means.
I'm glad we're on a delay because that may have influenced us.
What good would a knife do against something as big and horrible as Mother? I don't even think stabbing her would do anything. She'd just grow more of whatever I managed to cut out of her. Okay, Father, I have the candle.
Sweet. Good. As soon as I reactivate the alarms, we can head back to the elevator and.
Red lights flash in the kitchen and an alarm starts to blare in my ears. I hid the candle in my dress and grabbed Father from the console.
Okay, so I might have reactivated some subsystems in the wrong order. Not to worry, I only managed to trigger 3 of the 7 alarms, so.
Can you stop talking? We're running away now.
Got it, my bad.
I start running, making my way back into the greenhouse. The twisting rows of planters now forming an inescapable roadblock. I try to make my way around the planters, weaving left and right just to make a few feet of progress. Once it becomes clear I'm getting nowhere fast, I duck underneath the planters to start crawling on my hands and knees. As it turns out, crawling underneath the planters was the right idea. Not a moment later, a chute above me opens and a familiar little robot comes flying into the greenhouse.
Intruder detected. This area is off limits to all patients and crew. If cross-contamination is detected within food storage, all trespassers will be liable for a Category 7 administrative punishment.
I can hear Auntie patrolling the greenhouse just above my head. Father said that the caretakers might have their own built-in motion and heat sensors, so I can't risk being caught by her. I crawl about halfway across the greenhouse and come out under a row of large hanging ferns that hide me from the view just enough that I can get a good look at the path ahead of me. Auntie has come to a stop right in front of the exit to the elevator. She seems to be standing guard, her little body swiveling one way then the other, like she's performing a scan on the entire room. I pull Father close to my face and whisper into his microphone as quietly as I can. Father, Auntie is blocking my way out. What should I do to get past her?
Auntie isn't built for security detail, so only her sensors should be.
Too late. I remember the Father can't control his own volume. Auntie swivels around and begins floating directly towards my hiding place. I figured it out. Her primary sensor is noise. Stop talking. I clamp both hands around Father to silence him entirely as I duck back down to the floor. I scramble away from Auntie, watching the pale pink glow of her screen cast shadows on the ground behind me. Auntie's hunting me. What?
Hold on, is the music in the background like Fort's heartbeat?
Maybe. I think so. Auntie's hunting me based on sound, so my options are pretty limited. Either I make no sound at all, or I need to use loud noises to lure it somewhere else. A little reluctantly, I pull out the handful of stolen fruits from my dress. I eat one for good luck, then hurl the others as hard as I can in the opposite direction of the exit.
I was gonna say we need to throw the fruit.
Intruder. Oh, right, it's you.
Intruder detected. Please reveal yourself immediately and surrender without resistance. Hello, intruder. Intruder.
Auntie sails past and begins searching on the far side of the greenhouse. I take advantage of this window and bolt for the elevator. The second I step into the elevator, Father sends it back up to the living quarters. My entire body aches from the effort and the slide to the floor of the elevator to catch my breath. What does maybe mean? What does that even mean?
What was that in reference to? I don't remember what we were saying at the time.
Oh no. The adrenaline wears off and I am suddenly overcome with fear. What would have happened if Auntie found me? When little brother caught me, I was just outside my own room. But to be on an entirely different floor? Mother might just kill me on the spot if she found out. I run back to my bedroom. The run back to my bedroom is mercifully uneventful. Father opens the doors in and out of the atrium, and there seems to be no caretakers patrolling this side of the living quarters. Jesus Christ. I collapse into my bed, holding the candle in both hands as I'm trying to confirm that it's real. I can't believe I got away after all that chaos.
We are close to the end.
Oh, cool.
Fourth, are you safe? Did you get the candle?
Yes, to both, sir. I hold up the candle into the air triumphantly. It's cold and sticky in my hands, and bits of old cake fall and hit me in the face.
Tried to do the Legend of Zelda. Oh, wait, before we go any further, I want to see the room lore.
Oh, right. Alright, supply pod, observation pod, medical bay, maintenance pod, emergency lift, number 4 quarters, rec room, cleaner pod.
Wait.
What?
Is that why our name is Fourth?
Oh. I think so.
Oh, wow. Alright, let's keep going.
A cleaner pod, mess hall, admin station, repair pod, and of course the atrium.
Alright, and we can click on them for...
Supply pod, hidden behind the medical bay. I've seen little brother go inside this room whenever I need new toys or drawing supplies. This must be some sort of storage space back there for all the extra materials. I have no idea where all these materials come from. Observation pod. A room used for monitoring the security cameras and medical sensors for the entire first floor. The doors were always locked, but I have seen Big Sister go inside more than once. If I can find a way in there, maybe I can disable Mother's ability to monitor me on the first floor. Medical bay. Mother used to treat me in here, but she got tired of waiting for me to walk all the way down the hall. She said her time was too valuable. There are basic medical supplies and tools locked in there. Little brother has access to the room if he needs to treat my minor scrapes or bruises. Maintenance pod. This room is dedicated to upkeep of the living quarters. Whenever a floor panel control console breaks, little brother uses this room as a workshop. I am not allowed inside, and the door is always locked. This is just... yeah. Number 4 quarters. This is the bedroom I spend my night in. It's plain and square. It's plain and square. One bed, one sink, a closet, a scale, and a mirror. That's about it. Luckily, I haven't found any cameras in here, so I think it's safe. Rec room. Little brother calls it the playroom. It's filled with toys and drawing supplies, so I guess the name fits. All the chairs and tables are built for a toddler, so it isn't the most comfortable place to spend time. It's one of the only rooms that I get to stay in unsupervised, so it's moderately safe. Cleaner pod. This is where all the waste goes for processing. I also think this is where the laundry room is hidden. Basically, any messes I make during the day end up here. There is no way inside except through the many pipes and vents connecting it to my bedroom and the kitchen. Mess hall. This is where Auntie serves me breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The food isn't great, but at least Mother never goes in here. At one point, there might have been a lot of dangerous stuff in here, like knives and hot stoves, but Auntie moved all that stuff downstairs. Admin station. This is where Big Sister stays when she isn't on the starboard side of the living quarters. There are computers here that connect to the other section of the space station. It also holds one of Mother's main access vents on the ceiling. I think I used to have nightmares about getting locked in there. Repair pod. This is where the caretakers go if they need repairs. It has a lot of automated mechanisms that fix any wear and tear the caretakers might suffer. There isn't even a door, just a metal tube that the caretakers plug themselves into. I have no idea how to access it. And we already read the... yeah, okay.
Are you okay? You didn't hurt yourself, did you?
My knees hurt a little, but I'm feeling incredible right now. I tricked Auntie's sensors and I got to eat real food for once. I hear Father make a noise that's halfway between a sigh and a groan.
Let's focus on what matters. We got the candle and the bomb is fermenting. Regardless of what happened tonight, this counts as a win. Then why is the music creepy?
Yeah, what's up with that, huh? Can you tell me a little bit more about the escape plan? What do we do once the bomb is ready?
Well, when it's time, we're going to try and get to the elevator on the starboard side of the living quarters. We'll ride it down to the lower levels and try and get into one of the maintenance tunnels. There should be an opening near one of the replacement panels where you can plant the bomb. You'll break some of the wax off the candle, tie the wick to an exposed wire, and just walk away. Oh, I get it. That way we can set it off. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. The bomb will go off, triggering the escape emergency escape pods and we'll use the tunnels to get you to the lowest section of the station. The only detail I still need to figure out is how to distract your caretakers. The moment the bomb goes off, they're going to try and trigger a lockdown. If we can keep them busy long enough, we can get you to the lower levels before the lockdown starts. I know, we'll make them fight over who the favorite is.
I'm sure you figure something out, Father. You've been able to figure out this much so far.
I appreciate your faith in me. We can come up with a solid distraction tomorrow night. You should take it easy until then.
I think that would be a good idea. I'm pretty tired right now. I'm just gonna go to bed.
You need your rest. You did more than I thought. Sorry, you did more than I ever could have done on my own. That's more than enough.
Good night, Father.
Sleep well, Fourth. I'll boot back up in the morning to check up on you.
His screen goes dark, and I tuck him away under the mattress. Another day is coming to an end, marking one of the strangest birthdays in recent memory. To be honest, it's the only birthday in recent memory, but I don't think any of them can compare to what I went through today.
Poop over Mother's favorite. Fourth's favorite is the more marketable among robots.
I go through my evening routine and try to ignore the bomb that is oxidizing in my bathroom. I get into my pajamas and lie down on my bed. I can do this. I know I can. Ellipses. Something is very wrong with my dream tonight. Before it even starts, I can taste iron in my mouth. My lake is infected. Tendrils of blood swirl around in the water like oil, refusing to mix fully. I can see golden creatures withering below the surface, like long flat worms with wispy feelers growing out of their tails. I somehow just know that this is all my fault. I brought this sickness upon the lake, tainting it just by association. I am not worthy of my lake anymore. I am like a walking cancer, a malignant curse given human form. If this is what really waits for me outside the station... Oh, is this what really waits for me outside the station? Somewhere beautiful that will be corrupted the moment I arrive? This is the result of my own selfishness. How stupid do I have to be to think that I can outrun my own wickedness? By some form...
I'm getting a weird vibe.
Huh.
Kind of gives me the same vibes of Shiloh and Repo the Genetic Opera.
Yeah.
Like,
I love that movie.
I could see Fourth singing "I'm Infected."
I love that movie.
Oh, it's so good.
I love it so much. Damn. By some form of mercy, the dream is cut short, replaced with a comforting darkness. There's nothing out here, just oblivion. I let my consciousness drift away into the void. I can feel the distinct sensation of waves rolling over me, rocking my body gently back and forth. A little glass vial. Sorry.
A little glass vial?
Oh, God. We need to watch that movie.
You remember where the candle was? A little glass vial.
Oh, you also love that movie, right? Man, it's so,
So fun.
yeah, I get it. It's kind of like it's goofy from anyone other's point of view, but I don't care. It's fucking awesome.
I still need to watch all of The Devil's Carnival.
What is that?
That's a follow-up movie from the same writer-director. It's another musical. It has some of the same actor shows up. Alexa Vega shows back up for a small role.
Man, that movie did deserve its follow-up.
All right, we're almost done with the game.
Yeah. This can't be my future. There has to be some way for me to live without infecting others. Fatal levels of camp. That movie is camp. It's just campy as hell. What is it? It's like the way people describe Mother Dearest.
Oh
Which is
God, do you remember when we watched Mother's Day?
yeah, I don't want to
With
think about that movie
the
was
absolutely terrifying Rebecca De Mornay.
oh yeah.
All right, just oh God.
Alexa Vega was in that movie too.
Wait, she was?
Remember she was one of the girls. The
Wow.
when they go when they go like take out money and there's like I'm gonna prove a point to you and like threaten these two girls or whatever.
Oh my God, you're right. Wow.
I wake up from my dream. For the first time in a long time, I'm actually happy that it ended. I simply hope that tonight's dream isn't a sign of what's to come. It must have been brought on by stress and nothing more. I keep telling myself that as I get up and get ready for my day, I get dressed, brush my teeth, and do my best to not gag at the horrible smell wafting from the bomb. You know, I just
Right.
remembered it's something because I
What's that?
remember watching Rebuild the Genetic Opera when I was in high school. I was like,
Uh-huh.
the one getting the songs through LimeWire was like was how that I would like listen to those songs when I would help my dad clean offices. So
Wow.
I'd be like vacuuming and I'd be listening to a little glass bottle.
Little glass fine. You know, fourth is not setting up a good situation for herself. Stressed.
Oh yeah,
Eating foods that she's not used to eating and too much at one time could be detrimental.
yeah. Yep.
The strawberries.
Yep.
Also, riding meat
Yep.
in her sleeping room.
Everything is terrible.
Ugh.
I keep telling myself that as I get up and get ready for my day. I get dressed, brush my teeth, and do my best to not gag at the horrible smell wafting up from the bomb.
Fourth, we don't have much time before your caretaker arrives.
I retrieve Father from under my mattress and hold him up so I can hear him better. The bomb will be...
Oh, sorry,
right.
that's you.
Yeah, that's me.
That's you. I did it too.
You can't make fun of me now. Excuse me. The bomb will be ready by tonight. Isn't that right?
Yes, this is going to be your last day aboard this station.
What do you mean? It gets worse. I mean, obviously it gets worse, but God.
I mean, we've seen the screenshots of like Tall's sister and Fourth hiding from her.
Do you read that?
Yeah, I get it.
Okay.
By tomorrow morning, you're going to be light years away from Mother.
Well, don't say that. You're just setting it up for disaster at that point.
Also, did you know I'm 2 days away from retirement?
Oh, jeez. It's hard to believe that any of this is real.
Ellipses.
Don't do that. Don't do that. You're making it seem like this is fake.
Last night, I found a way to cause our distraction.
That's great. I'm willing to do whatever it takes. You gotta break your arm.
The ruse was a distraction. I warned you about the stairs, bro.
Oh, God.
I told you, dog.
I just remembered there's a, I guess you can say video essays person that they said like they made a post saying like I have an idea to make like a 7-hour video where I have people explain Homestuck to me who really like Homestuck, and I'm like
7 hours
don't
isn't long enough. Your response is good too. But 7 hours isn't long enough.
And it's like, I want to tell you that because you did affect the story.
I did affect the story.
Maybe I should send that post to you and be like, I contribute to the comic by asking questions.
I affected the story in one minor way and one major way.
Yeah, maybe I should like direct it to you. Anyways.
No, I do still know a couple of people who would also. You know what? Let's figure it out later.
Yeah, I'm surprised by the conviction in my words. My lake is closer to me now than it's ever been before. I messed up enough already. I have to get this last part right. I am escaping tonight, no matter what stands in my way.
I was looking over the handful of data that remained before I was destroyed.
My confidence wavers a little, trying not to relive just how awful that day was. Bits and pieces still appear in my mind if I concentrate hard enough. I can see Father standing in the doorway, his one red eye glowing so bright that I can't look him directly in the face. Mother is pleading. She is begging him not to. I don't exactly remember what she wanted Father to do. Well, that's
Well, hold on.
suspicious. Suspicious.
Kimba? Simba? Suspicious.
That's such a stupid thing. I love that. Oh, jeez.
Man, I remember not noping out. Like, I remember watching a Watch Mojo video and then noping out because they couldn't get some simple, easy to find facts right.
Oh my god, yeah. I shake off the memories and try to focus on what Father is telling me.
Most of the data from that day has been fully expunged. Mother probably wanted to hide whatever horrible thing she did to me. Or she was trying to hide whatever horrible thing set you off.
Or maybe, you're actually the opposite, and Father is actually Mother. And they traded personalities. I don't know, I'm just making up shit.
They trans their genders? What is this? My life as a teenage robot? We got a trans robot girl?
If you chose to stay on the first night, you get to ask Father questions directly and get some answers. Damn it!
Well, it was important for us to get this whatever we got, the access information or whatever.
Yeah.
Ray's just teasing us now.
Yeah, seriously.
The moment I went offline, an error log was uploaded into all three of the other caretakers. There is something in their collective programming that we might be able to take advantage of.
You know, with the way like Ray is talking about how detailed things are, it reminds me how I view, from what I understand of like Slay the Princess, how each playthrough is differently.
That's a game I really want to get to, but it also frightened. It's
I know
it's
I know it's a horror game, like it's actually like I know it's a horror game, and I'm like, but it looks interesting, and I'm just like, to be fair, I don't think we could play that on stream.
It looks intimidating.
Yeah, I don't want to play that on stream. I think I would just scare myself. I mean, you saw how I reacted to the.
How do you think Markiplier got his career started?
I don't play horror games. I play fun games. You know.
Like mother. That's funny because what we can start off with. We started off with the Neurodiver. Yeah, not too much worry then. But then we went to Pacific Drive, a game that was explicitly scaring you the minute you started.
It doesn't help that we're in a forest and literally just noises was creeping me out.
Wait, hold on. Look what Ray just said.
Fourth gets super queer in the sequels if you keep her alive. Wow.
Hold on.
You're kind of like spoiling things, aren't you?
Or is it a joke? You can never tell with Ray.
Is it a joke? What the fuck?
Now let's keep going. Yeah, I read this one. Ellipses. I don't know if you'll be able to handle it.
I think it's better if you just tell me now. Don't drag it out any more than you need to.
Ellipses. When I was destroyed, the other caretakers' routines were thrown into an emergency shutdown mode. My role on the station was tied to certain everyday functions that all the other caretakers relied upon. They needed to know that what I was going to do each day so they could adjust accordingly. All of my program responsibilities were categorized and divided up so the other caretakers could take over in my absence. By default, this delegation process puts some of them into a...
Third alarm plays, meaning that little brother is going to be outside my door any second. Hurry up, Father. Just tell me what I need to do today. What needs to happen before I escape tonight?
You need to kill little brother. Ellipses. Wait, hold on. I was joking. When one of the caretakers suffers irreparable damage, the others all shut down for exactly 1 hour to assimilate the damaged caretaker's routines into their own.
Oh, boy.
It's an emergency feature to ensure none of the other caretakers' functionality is unaccounted for. When one of them dies, the gap left behind needs to be filled.
What do you want me to do?
You need to kill little brother. Fourth. Auntie, little brother, big sister. You're going to have to destroy one of them.
Let's get rid of Auntie.
I was gonna say, let's get rid of Auntie. There are still hypothetical sequels that my ADHD brain is planning, focusing on the other characters you can meet and find out what happens to fourth depending on your actions in previous games. Interesting.
Life is strange. Just kidding.
Life is just so weird. It's the only way we can escape.
Oh, I think this is where the demo ends.
The demo covers the first 3 acts of Mother's Favor. This is 1/3 of the total game.
What
Hold
the
on.
hell?
Hold on, wait, hold on.
Thank you for playing. All musical tracks featured in this demo were created by Ray Rapids at Rapids Artwork and Melanie.
Melonade?
At God. I can't.
Melonade?
Thank you. The first version of the game, along with the original soundtrack, is scheduled to be released in winter 2024. I think you need to update that.
We're coming into it. It might be done. It might be done.
I would like to thank my wonderful spouse for proofreading this game, as well as the numerous contributors from Rempy Discord who answered my many questions. Thank you for your time for playing this game. Support my work. Fourth story will conclude soon, and I can't wait to share it with you. It's over. 2025. Fun fact: you triggered 2 of the 3 flags for the bad ending, but just barely missed it. Wow.
I'm telling you, it would have been the knife.
It had to be the knife.
Oh, I bet you I know what they are. Caught by little brother, caught trying to steal the candle, and the knife. I bet you that's what it was.
Anyways, this was really good. I suffered a lot to this particular stream. I plan to release this in January, so like barely 2025.
It was the knife. I was right.
It was the knife. Oh, thank God we did not take that. Holy shit.
Oh man, you know what we could do, Max?
What?
We have a save right before the candle thing.
I don't want to do that. Do you want me to gag on screen?
No. Here's what I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
We could prepare the save to be just before the knife choice, and then, as like a pre-stream bonus, before we get into like Stray Gods or something, see what the ending is.
No.
Okay.
Absolutely not. Oh my god. Anyways, that was a pretty beefy demo.
Yeah.
With a lot of creepy shit that just kept getting worse and worse and worse.
It was very fun, and also like you could feel the weight of your decisions.
Yeah.
Like I was really impressed by like how much like, you know, especially when we remembered the things we did before, how much we could feel like the weight of the decisions.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. So when the game releases possibly in 2025, we'll play it and I will suffer.
Yep.
And I will cry.
And maybe we'll try and get Grav in consistently, so it's not just you and me doing all the voices. Not that I mind, but man,
it's a lot of talking to ourselves.
A lot of talking to ourselves.
Oh my god. Alright, so now that we finished this, I think we'll go back to Stray Gods. Number 1 takeaway: condensed it. I repeated phrases a lot since I was accounting for choice combinations. That is a fair thing. Yeah.
Make it scarier.
What do you mean make it scarier? No. Isn't it bad enough that I was gonna die? In real life?
Ray's like a real life goblin. Well, yeah, we'll probably pick up Stray Gods next time.
I can have so I can be happy again.
Aren't we gonna like go into the underworld and see Hecate, who's like really scary, or something weird like the archive?
It's funny that we have that, and then I'm playing Hades too, and she's nice to me.
All right, we're gonna keep going if we don't stop.
Yeah. All right. This is the end. This is the end for the demo. Look forward to it. Hopefully in early 2025. There is a link in the description to if you want to like download the game, things like that.
Play your own path. Get the bad ending.
Yeah, if you want to get the bad ending, just follow everything that Ray just said. Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna end the stream here, and thank you so much for joining. We are going to go. So, once again, I am Max.
The tired gay.
I am very tired, yes.
And I'm Roxy.
Alright. Goodbye, and thank you, Ray, again.